What's on, ladies and gentlemen? My name's Ross, I like games, and today I'm a little bit croaky because I've just finished casting the Pokemon World Championships, but what am I going to do? Not bring you the One Piece news? That does not sound like me. And basically, the news in today's video is a challenge to me personally, and to the people at Bandai running the One Piece TCG, challenge accepted. You see, one of the coolest things in card games, for me personally, is cool promos. I love a nice weird promo. And we are getting 7-11 One Piece TCG promos. They're awesome. I want them. And the promotion is starting before I leave Japan. Here's what it says over on their Twitter. Tie-up notification campaign with One Piece and 7-11 decided. 7-11 will hold a campaign to present one original design card on a first-come, first-served basis to those who purchase two of the target products from 7 AM on Friday, August the 18th. Look forward to it. And it seems to be karaage, which is fried chicken, and Frank's. And look, I've been buying 7-11 fried chicken for the past week. When I'm running around working and all sorts, it's good, frankly. And One Piece is, why would you get One Piece? Why do you get one piece when you can have two pieces, other than for the pun? So basically, yeah, there have been like 3 times in the past week I've gone to 7-Eleven and bought a couple bits of fried chicken anyway. Now you're telling me I get a One Piece promo? I am delighted about this. And look, I'm probably not going to come back to Japan for a while, as sad as that makes me. So the idea that this is actually starting and happening while I'm in Japan is ridiculous, and I love it. And yes, from the 18th of August until I leave first thing in the morning on the 21st, you would better believe that everywhere I go, I'm going to be using my map finder to go past as many 7-Elevens as I can, because I want to complete the set. What is the set? Well, we've basically got a bunch of reprint cards, and that is one thing which is very important to note. These are reprint cards, they are not new, you do not need them. That doesn't mean they're not cool, it doesn't mean you won't want them, but it very much means you don't need them. And I love this, ladies and gentlemen, because it means that anyone who, for whatever reason, isn't able to go and get these cards can just kind of ignore them. Sure, it would be more fun if they could get them, obviously, but you don't have to get these, which is very, very cool. So with that borne in mind then, what have we got? Well, we've actually got ourselves, somehow, already, the third print of that vanilla purple Gear 5 Luffy. You see, we already got a print of this. It was given out as a promo on One Piece Day, although it has been given out at tournaments and stuff since then. It doesn't seem to be being that rare. I actually need to try and pick one up before I go home. I was supposed to be going to card shops in Nagoya tomorrow, and this is one of the cards on my list to look at. But there's a typhoon coming, so the bullet trains are cancelled. So hopefully I'll be able to, get it later when the typhoon's moved on. It's not ideal, frankly. But then there was also another version, which was printed in the anniversary book. That is coming out in the not too distant future. So we've already got a couple different versions of this card. And now we've actually got a third version coming along, and it's gold, and it's wonderful, and it's lovely. And that is actually something to bear in mind here. These cards are actually fancy gold holo versions, at least it very much looks like. This is extremely cool. Now, of course, this is a 10 cost, 12,000 power vanilla character. Let's not go too over the top here, but as I've told you, 12,000 power is as powerful as any card we've actually seen in the One Piece TCG. This is the upper limit for what we've seen so far. And yes, I know we do have a Kaido that's got this power, but as I've told you a couple of times, please remember that with this Kaido, it doesn't have counter, and the skill only works if you've got an Animal Kingdom Pirates leader. If you don't, this Luffy is actually a better card. But it is not the only Luffy which is actually available in this promotion. There is another. And it's gonna look a little bit familiar. It is the original promo Luffy, promo 001, which has been reprinted a few times at this stage, but it was originally printed in that first promo pack as promo 001. This is the 6 cost 7,000 power Don X2. This character gains Rush. Has seen play in a bunch of decks here and there. It's a pretty cool card. It's one that's been reprinted, like I say, a few times at this stage. It was the Super Pre-Release promo. It was a Super Pre-Release Winners promo. There were others. I'm not going through them all. It's a cool card. And, I mean, yeah, I would be very happy to have this. Now, we're also getting a Trafalgar Law. And this one is going to look a little bit familiar, because straight off the bat, you can see it's a 1 cost 1,000 power Trafalgar Law, and it's got blocker, although we can't actually see that, it's covered, but that means it is a 1 from starter deck 1. It has to be this one, because even though this picture is kind of small and we can't quite easily read the little set number, there's only one 1 cost 1,000 power Trafalgar Law that's blue. In fact, there's only actually one blue Trafalgar Law. And we know these are all... No, that's a lie, there are 2. But we know there's only one that's 1 cost 1,000 power. We know these cards are reprints. It has to be this one. It's a 1 cost blocker. I love 1 cost blockers personally. I love the idea that you can pay very little Don and still be able to have a blocker out there, slowing down your opponent, hurting them. It's fun, frankly, ladies and gentlemen. It's an awful lot of fun. And then we've got Captain Eustace Kidd. Now, you may notice here that we've actually got basically, well, not basically, we've got the 3 captains. That is it. That is what we've got here. Except 2 Luffy for some reason. I don't know, everybody loves Luffy. But this is another promo. This was promo 3. So for anyone keeping count, that means 2 of the promos that did come out in that original promo pack are being reprinted here. And this is kind of cool, honestly. I like this card. I would love to have another fancy version of this. So yeah, keep it coming, ladies and gentlemen. Keep it coming. This is the one, 3 cost 4,000 power, counter plus 1,000, and Don X2 gives you double attack. I like double attack. Double attack seems pretty good by me. So I'm personally going to be trying to pick all of these up, honestly. I'm going to be going past every possible 7-Eleven I can. I'm going to be trying to pick these up. There's probably going to be limits, I would imagine. I hope so, at least. And there's probably going to end up being shortages, and some stores will have them and some stores won't. And some stores will have some versions but not other versions. And it's going to get really awkward, and I don't really care, as long as I get them all. Obviously, if I don't get them all, then I absolutely will care. It will make me sad and there will be tears. But hopefully I'll be able to drop past a couple 7-Elevens, pick these up, and be very happy. But that is not the only challenge I have to complete, because this new Sabo promo is coming in next month's V-Jump. And next month's V-Jump comes out on the 21st of August. The 21st of August is the day I fly home. Now, I've got a fairly early flight, so I think trying to pick this up in a shop before that is going to be awkward. But airports have shops. So I'm really, really desperately hoping that I will be able to pop past a shop at an airport, and that shop in the airport will have a copy of V-Jump, and that will be awesome. And it is partly covered by the sample there, but you'll notice it has got a stamp. I love stamped cards. I'm honestly genuinely sad, and if I've missed something, please do let me know. I can't see a 7-Eleven stamp on the 7-Eleven cards. I love a good stamp on a card. This one is stamped in One Piece Treasure Cruise. If you're unfamiliar, it is a mobile game, which I want to say is Japan only. I don't believe they've released it outside. I'll double check that before I upload the video. But it is just a tie-in here. And this makes perfect sense, of course, because why would you not? Like, they want to try and push One Piece Treasure Cruise as a game. And to be fair, I'm checking here and it does not seem to be Japan only. Although I've never seen it pushed outside of Japan in Japanese magazines. They push it pretty hard. There's adverts for it all the time. And this is basically just a cross-promotion thing. The One Piece TCG is doing very well. So they're giving out a One Piece promo card, which is probably going to end up being pretty popular. These magazine promos tend to be. And while they're there, they're like, hey, why don't we push this Treasure Cruise thing as well? Because we kind of want people playing that. And there we go. Now, it is a new Sabo, and I have done a translation myself, and it was honestly fairly simple. What we've got here with Sabo is, it's a revolutionary, which makes me happy. More on that in a moment. Free cost, 4,000 power, counter plus 1,000, and we've got Don X1. If you have 4 or less cards in hand, this character gains 2,000 power. And very simply here, we are going for the combo with Bello Betty. Now, Bello Betty is, and I've made no secret of this, the leader from OP05 that is really exciting me. The one that I think could end up being really, really good. That's the one that once per turn lets you discard a revolutionary character card from your hand, and then 3 of your revolutionary army or trigger characters gain 3,000 power for the turn. Remember, this is a dual colour red and yellow leader. Essentially, the red is revolutionary army and the yellow is trigger. Well, you're discarding cards from your hand, and there are other revolutionary army cards that do as well, so that's going to bring your hand size down. So instead of being a free cost 4,000 power, you're going to be a free cost 6,000 power. For what it's worth, free cost 6,000 power, counter plus 1,000 is really good. The standard is free cost 5,000 power, counter plus 1,000. But being a revolutionary means that you can be boosted up using Bello Betty. So if you've got, 4 or fewer cards in your hand and you boost with Bello Betty, you have free cost 9,000 power character. This is why I'm very excited about the Revolutionary Army. I really do think this Sabo could be legit playable. I just want one for my Japanese promo binder. I'm going to be honest with you. So there's some challenges for me. These are promo cards that are available in Japan kind of when I'm out here. And I look forward to the challenge of trying to pick them up. But I want to know what you think. Are these cards that excite you? Are they ones you want? Tell me in the comment section. Go nuts. Be nice. And then make sure you like this video, subscribe to this channel, follow me on Twitter at TheWasi. That's where we talk about One Piece and all kinds of other fun things. And please do consider checking out patreon.com/PTCGradio, where you can support the channel, get some bonus podcasts and all kinds of fun things. But by far the most important thing as always, look after yourselves till next time, would ya? Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ross, and you've been watching Wasi Plays.